Hi guys, here's this week's important stuff in Westfield. The One Westfield project was front and center this past week. Streetworks Dev held meetings on the traffic impact study and also on the proposed 200,000 square foot Class A office building on South Avenue parking lot. Will the project make traffic intolerable? What's the logic behind constructing an office building? Hi, I'm Rich Hopen, creator of the weekly newsletter, The Important Stuff in Westfield, where I cover town, real estate, and business news that matters. I write the weekly newsletter and make YouTube videos and have a podcast. I'm a real estate broker with CØMPASS in New Jersey focused on Westfield. Before I jump into this week's news, if you could do me a huge favor, hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel to stay up to date on the important stuff in Westfield. What will the traffic be like after the One Westfield project is constructed? Well, John Canning, traffic engineer with Kimley Horn, presented his firm's findings during 3 public meetings last week. Canning outlined the projected traffic impact from the planned 138 residential apartments and 16 townhomes for the 55-pluser, raise my hand on that one, 69 loft and traditional apartments, and 25,000 square feet of retail and 300,000 of office. Canning explained that much of the town's traffic infrastructure, equipment, and design has not been updated in decades. Now, this actually presents a significant challenge, but also an opportunity. So how are the key intersections going to be impacted by the development? Well, the study focused on the intersections nearest to One Westfield Place, which would be South Avenue and Boulevard, North Avenue and Clark Street, North Avenue and Elm Street, and North Avenue and Broad Street. The study concentrated on traffic conditions during peak hours in the morning and evenings and Saturdays. 3 scenarios were modeled. The first scenario, Lord & Taylor remained vacant. Second scenario, Lord & Taylor was occupied as a retail establishment. And third, One Westfield Place was developed. The development will include improvements to increase pedestrian safety, and consequently that's going to slow traffic. But overall, the projected delays are expected to be minor because of updating the traffic infrastructure. Questions about the 200,000 square foot office building became lively after Canning explained that the traffic study assumed that a significant number of employees would be commuting into Westfield by train. I believe he cited between 45 and 55%. This assumption was not based on the town's along Raritan Valley line. It was just a general finding. After the meeting, the developer increased this number to 70% of the office workers who will be driving into the office. Does it make sense to have 300,000 square feet of office space in Westfield? On the Town of Westfield's One Westfield FAQ page, questions 6 through 10, it addresses a South Avenue office building and the Lord & Taylor office space. Question 6 succinctly asks, will there be tenant demand for 300,000 square feet of office space given changes in workforce patterns? What assurances do we have that the office buildings will be leased? The answer is brief, unsatisfying, and cites an outdated 2022 Q1 report from commercial brokerage firm CBRE. This past week, the developer explained the rationale behind the office component during a public meeting. Now, I investigated this issue because it's a crucial piece of the project and because I have some expertise in Class A office leasing. I've been a real estate broker for 20 years, and the first 14 years was exclusively as a commercial real estate broker. Since learning about One Westfield Place, I was intrigued by HBC's bold plans to build a 200,000 square foot state-of-the-art mass timber building in Westfield. I had 3 questions. 1, how are corporate real estate departments adapting to new work styles? 2, is demand for supply of Class A office space in New Jersey going up or down? And 3, why is HBC so bullish on the future Westfield office market? How corporate real estate is adapting to new work styles. Commercial real estate brokerage firm CBRE produced a comprehensive survey of how corporate real estate teams are responding to changing employee work styles. The report, entitled the 2022-2023 CBRE Global Workplace and Occupancy Insights, analyzes data from CBRE's global survey of 60 organizations around the world, which occupy just about 500 million square feet and represent 8 business sectors. Several themes emerge from this study. Purpose-driven flexibility is an approach to managing office space that acknowledges work styles are changing quickly and employees expect their work environment to offer physical and virtual spaces to comfortably collaborate, and build connections with their colleagues. Hybrid work is a flexible approach that combines working in an office and working remote. It allows employees to work with their employer to design a schedule that achieves a work-life balance. Now, while employers may want to maximize flexibility, employers at the same time need to set guidelines so that real estate managers can predict space needs and services. The second theme is that employers are deploying technology such as sensors and Wi-Fi to measure how office space is being used. And 90% of the respondents are collecting this data. It's referred to as utilization data. Companies are striving for office portfolios that are flexible. When their business grows or slows, along with their headcount, the office space should be able to accommodate the change. Now, to understand how an office space could be flexible, don't think about a traditional office, which has private offices that are designated to certain employees and assigned workstations. Instead, envision an office where most of the workstations and desks are not assigned to an employee. They're shared. There are collaboration rooms and areas for ad hoc meetings, and teams work together in those spaces. To increase efficiency and cost savings, innovative companies are determining how many employees can share an office. Remember, most workers are not coming in 5 days a week. This gives businesses flexibility on how many employees are assigned to the office. More workers assigned to a designated office may mean fewer days in the office for those employees. So what's demand like post-COVID? Well, 1.32 million square feet of office was leased last quarter, the third quarter of 2022. This is the fourth consecutive quarter over quarter that was over 1 million square feet. A year to date, leasing has totaled 4.36 million square feet. Again, this is all in North Jersey. And lease renewals increased 56% over the previous quarter. And finally, 14 of the 20 submarkets yielded positive absorption. And this means that more space was leased than was added to the market. So finally, why is HBC so bullish on the future of Westfield's office market? Well, on December 8th, HBC Streetworks held a community meeting at the One Westfield Place Preview Center to discuss the office component of the project. Over the course of a 2-hour-plus meeting, they discussed why they are building 300,000 square feet of Class A space and why they believed it's a very smart investment. So here are the reasons. First, quality corporate tenants have been migrating from office parks to suburban markets, so they've noted this trend. Number two, most Class A office buildings are outdated and don't meet the needs of today's corporate users. Furthermore, the cost to retrofit these buildings is often not financially feasible. New construction is much more appealing from a tenant's perspective. Number three, tenants are drawn to buildings near train stations, like Westfield. However, the developer acknowledged that not having direct train service with New York Penn Station during rush hour is a negative. Number four, Westfield would appeal to tenants who want to walk to amenities such as restaurants and coffee shops, bars, and retail. Five, the planned 200,000 square foot mass timber constructed office building on South Avenue parking lot would attract statewide and national attention. It will be the first mass timber constructed office building in New Jersey. HBC is working with a prominent mass timber architect. The firm is known as MGA. Mass timber. So what is mass timber? Mass timber construction is a wood product that is strong and it's a low carbon alternative to concrete and steel. The product is assembled by gluing or nailing panels of wood. It's versatile and it's very, very appealing visually. The developer believes that the uniqueness of the building will attract top corporate tenants looking for a large block of office space. Also, the developer's architect, who I just mentioned, MGA, is one of the top mass timber firms in North America. Number six, HBC will not begin construction until they have signed leases for at least 50,000 square feet. However, they expect to secure a much larger space commitment. Demand for large blocks of space over 100,000 square feet is pretty small, according to Steve Jenko of Jones Lang LaSalle. He's the director of the New Jersey office research. He said, quote, currently there are about 15 active tenants in the market looking for more than 100,000 square feet, end quote. So that's it for this week's news. So before I go, I want to share some thoughts. December is when we reflect on the past year and plan for the upcoming year and enjoy leisurely time with our family and friends celebrating the holidays. Westfielders may want to carve out some time to attend these public meetings addressing the One Westfield Place project. A lot of valuable information will be shared with the community. And the more educated you are in the pros and cons of any town project, the more significant your input will be. Consequential decisions will be made over the next few months. So educate yourself, get involved, and help shape Westfield's future. Everything I discussed and more can be found in my weekly newsletter, The Important Stuff in Westfield. To subscribe, and it's free by the way, look at the link below. Also, let me know what you think of this video and the newsletter, and reach out to me with any ideas for topics you want me to cover. And finally, if there's anyone you know who would enjoy this video or newsletter, please share this video with them. And if you have any questions about real estate, reach out to me. I'm your guy. Thanks. I'll see you next time.